From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle by...
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Darius Geis, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The Bills' 35-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Carson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Boyer on the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
14. And
they've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 17, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Sliding out of the pocket, and the grab by Croft. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And it's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
That's good.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First, got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, Geis. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Operating from the gun, Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And this time not quite to the 30, he'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and run. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen, he'll let it go deep for Foster. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Covered by Jamal Adams.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Pass. Complete to DK.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Allen. And able to find John Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from just inside the 5.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 1.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The 13-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Seahawks 4-yard line.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
It's good. Makes the score Bills 7, Seahawks nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down now, it's Carson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Gain of 15.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now Wilson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
First down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I can hear their sigh of relief all the way up here, partner. Now, they absolutely had to have that one, and they got it. Maybe it'll provide a little bit of spark heading into the half.
And help out their defense because they've really held serve, so now we got a ball game.
No doubt about it. They are right back in it and have to feel a whole lot better about themselves.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
14-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Pass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He lets it fly for Lockett. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return is Jones. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's Geis. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Switch. Mike 56. Check. Tight.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Buffalo Bills.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now this time, Allen will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Seattle.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to be
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerry Hughes. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle doesn't.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
And 10.
To throw again, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Geis. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a
pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Wilson's pass.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Fourth down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. See, I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are.